off we go.
Well, hello, I'm James Rose, and I'm one of the committee members of the Meridian Senior Mature Citizens Forum. I'm also connected with the whole business of senior people, going right the way up to the government committee, and I actually sit with the government committee as well, and all the various things at County Council on the way up and down. So, in fact, I see a lot of these various things. Now, we introduced about 6 months ago an idea that we would supply computers on long-term loan to older people, starting, of course, in sheltered housing, because that's easy to control, and to get a buddy system going, because in sheltered housing there's usually one or two people already on computers and quite good at it, and to bring together people who can't and who want to be on computers with a computer to see if they can make, if you like, that first and initial jump into being able to run a computer and getting used to it and getting the buddy system working, and once they're there, to try and encourage them to buy their own computer, take their computer away at no pressure, and give it to somebody else, hopefully in the same place, who gets encouraged by what's happened already. So the idea is perhaps to put one computer into each of sheltered housing accommodation places, if we can. We're starting with about 6, and then to gradually expand the use of that computer in each sheltered housing complex. Now, this is really a part of Sussex University, who have provided the money for it, and also for Dave Harley, who is in charge of the project, and he's part of Sussex University. Now, at this stage, we haven't got a computer out yet, but we're just about to do so in the next month or so, we hope. And we're releasing the funds. We've got a fund sufficient to do 6, with probably quite a lot more, but to give ourselves some reserve money in case we have to start expanding it in a different way or using a different method. We're using the first £1,000 to buy, well, it's a little over that, £1,500, say, to buy the first 6 computers, and then seeing where we go from there.
Fantastic. Can you say a little bit about where you got the idea from?
Well, the idea is actually built up through us asking people and trying to get people in homes, because we're old ourselves, and get people of our own age to use computers, and they just don't respond. We've sent them off to classes or seen people go to classes. They don't respond. The classes don't give them what they're asking for, because what they really want is the communication side, Children in Australia and things like that, and the resource side, which is Google. They want to shortcut their way through everything but emails and eventually come onto Skype. And once they've got onto Skype, that's it. They don't want to go any further. They just want to use the computer. They don't want to play with it. They don't want games on it. They don't want to do Excel and things like that. They don't want to do anything other than the simple things. But the grasp of it doesn't have to be technical. They just have to learn the moves, if you like, to get to where they want to be and feel confident doing it. And the buddy system is the best way of doing that. It's just someone saying there, now, do you remember, press that one and you get to the next screen. Press this one and you block off what you've just done. And that's all they want to know. Now, when they get confused, of course, which they always do, they can knock on the door, two doors down the corridor, and say, come and help me, my computer's locked up. And that's the whole idea of a buddy system. They don't get frightened, and they don't feel they're going to break their computer.
And how soon do you hope to have some results that you could share about the success of that scheme?
Well, that would depend a bit on Dave Harley producing his report, but we would report ourselves back to our own organisations, and that would most likely be, I would say, in about 6 to 8 months' time from now, it's now January, so probably the end of July or something like that.
Okay, brilliant. I look forward to finding out more.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you.